I'm done with the dating apps. I realized that it's literally like digging through the trash.
I'm the only one that feels extremely single in 2024.
I genuinely just want love in my life so badly. It's literally not about anyone else. It's just about me and what I want.
It's all about me, and me. What man would feel lucky having that kind of woman?
Is it that men just don't want to commit anymore?
Why is it so hard to date in today's generation?
I feel like dating in this generation is so unbelievably hard.
Why is it so hard for you to find love? Tell me, why is it so hard for me to find love? Why?
If women truly want love, they need to dish their ego and make the first move. Kindly subscribe to the channel, as it is our sole form of support. Thank you.
Men love me. Men are obsessed with me. Men want to be with me. Yeah, just like money.
Whenever I get tired of being single, I just re-download Hinge or Bumble, and very quickly it reminds me that, like, I'm not actually missing out on a lot, and there actually isn't, like, a lot of selections over here, so, it's fine. I could be on the app for 30 minutes and not even swipe once, so I would rather just stay single.
Okay, is it that men just don't want to commit anymore? I was reading an article on that the other day. It said it's like the new norm. Like, it's okay for men not to want to commit anymore like they used to. Or is it that they have too many options now with all these dating sites and, you know, women willing to be in open relationships? But what I know for me is that I really don't know if I'll ever meet someone of substance that truly wants, you know, what I want. And it's sad. You know, I never thought I'd be going through this.
Men believe that there's absolutely no reason to get married. They have learned from the experiences of other men. It's sad to hear it in your voice, but women need to also take collective accountability for why men just don't care anymore. The law of the lands destroyed marriage. They make it extremely difficult for men. It's the truth. Women created this normal. Men have far more to lose in marriage than a woman. Men are just following the women's playbook of not committing and hooking up with whomever. Women's lib and all that stuff. It's not that men don't care anymore. It's that men have cared for too long. They're tired of getting burned by women who just want to use them. And this woman is saying men have options, which is a lie. Most men do not have that many options for them to be dating multiple women like that. Even on dating apps, it's extremely hard for them to get a date. For the average man, it's a constant uphill battle. Men are putting in the effort, but they aren't getting anywhere close to the attention or chances that many women get with ease. It's exhausting and disheartening, and they feel like no matter what they do, their loyalty, effort, and resources are overlooked. Men have grown weary of investing so much just to be treated as disposable.
I don't know why I thought it was going to be easier to date in Utah than it was in Idaho, but, like, honestly, I feel 10 times worse. Like, I can't.
Why is dating so hard nowadays? Now, let's be real. It does not have to be that hard. People make it hard. I'm not one of those people, though. Like, whatever happened to the days where a guy bought a woman flowers? Now, do not comment that Miley Cyrus song, because you know what? While I can buy my own flowers, I would love if somebody gave some to me. I'm just saying. I don't care where they come from. They can come from Smith's. They can come from 1-800-Flowers for all I care.
Those days are gone because there's a lack of appreciation. Today, modern women don't care about flowers anymore. They just care about money. Even on a first date, all they're worried about is how you can treat them and how you can make their lives better. The romance that once existed, where small gestures and meaningful conversations were enough, seems to have faded. Now, a man is often judged by the size of his wallet and the lifestyle he can provide, not by the quality of his character or the sincerity of his intentions.
I've been single for the last 6 years, and I'm just trying to find someone that will like me as much as I like them. Why is that so hard?
All right, let's go sound real f***ed up for my ladies. Can we go back? Back. I want to go in the kitchen. Get me in the kitchen. Let me cook. You want a full course meal? Good. You want 3 babies? Fine. I'll give them to you. Take my bank account, my credit card, my social ID. I don't care. Get me off this platform. Put me in the kitchen. I'm a woman by the hand of a man. I am not ashamed.
I put makeup on just for this date, so it better go well. And I'm not posting this, probably, if it doesn't.
It did not go well. Truthfully, it lasted less than 2 minutes. I walked up, he gave me a hug and said, "Are you hungry? Let's go inside." We went inside. He said, "Actually, can you step outside for a minute?" I stepped back outside, and he said, "I'm not trying to offend you, but I'm just not feeling it." So I walked to my car, came back home. Dating when you're fat sucks.
Well, she's identified the problem, but the question is she gonna do anything about it? But maybe she didn't show a full body picture on the dating app, but even those can be deceiving. Looks in real life versus a dating app are 2 different things. He just didn't like what he laid his eyes on. That's his preference.
The only man for me this year is a man who makes my life easier. That is it. That is absolutely it. If you are not immediately making my life easier, I don't want it. Feel how you want to feel about it, Jessica. I don't care. This is my life.
Quick question. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, I am so sick and tired of just everything right now. Everyone is so quick to say, stop doing this, stop thinking like this, stop telling me I'm wrong. I have literally convinced myself at this point, based on everything that everyone's telling me, my therapist, my family, my friends, that I'm just doing everything wrong. I'm healing wrong. I'm thinking wrong. I'm training wrong. I'm doing relationships wrong. Everything I do is fucking wrong. And I'm so sick of it. Stop comparing. It's not even about comparison. Like, I genuinely just want love in my life so badly. It's literally not about anyone else. It's just about me and what I want. And being fucking over the fact that I don't have it. I feel like I have done so much work on myself. I have built a beautiful life for myself. I'm happy with my life where I'm at, my job. I'm successful. I'm independent. I'm healthier than I've ever been. I take such good care of myself. Truly, the only thing I'm missing in my life is someone to enjoy it with. And I'm so sick of waiting. Like, when is it going to be my turn?
Oh, right. The me attitude. If you believe that you're doing everything right and still can't get the love you're looking for, the common denominator is you, madam. Maybe it's time to step back and question whether your expectations, attitude, or approach might be part of the issue. And if everyone is telling you that you're wrong, even your therapist, then maybe you are wrong. Are you bringing the same qualities to the table that you're demanding from others? Are you open to genuine connection? Or are you focused on a checklist of traits you think you deserve? Often, people expect a partner to be perfect without considering what they themselves bring to the relationship. And if you're tired, go to sleep.
I'm done with dating apps, and I'm more done with clubs and bars expecting to meet a level-headed guy. Girlies, go to run clubs, join book clubs, I don't know, for all I care. Find a hobby that you like and try to find a club or a community that associates around it.
Y'all, tell me why I was talking to this guy on this dating app and he was so nice. He was very straightforward about what he wanted. He was like, I want a relationship. I'm not here to play games, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, King, go off. Set your boundaries. I love it. And he was like, we're going to go on a date on Sunday. I've got it planned out. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that sounds great. Like, and he was like, what kind of food do you like? And he like curated this date for me. And I was like, this is so nice. Like, this is going to be great. And so it's like a Tuesday. The date's on Sunday. And I get off work and I'm like disheveled, you know, no makeup, hair a mess. I'm elbow deep in a box of Cheerios, watching TV. And we were just texting and he was like, so I had mentioned, I was like, we should probably FaceTime before the date just to make sure you're not like a murderer or something. And he was like, oh yeah, let's FaceTime right now. And I was like, well, not like right now. I was like, you know, later. And he was like, no, I don't want some like curated version of you. I want to see you candid. And I was like, oh, I'm shy. Sorry. And he was like, this isn't going to work out.
I think that's a result of what a lot of men have experienced on dating apps. Between the pictures that look nothing like the actual person, the bots, the scammers, the real but flaky women, that man was not playing games, but the fact that you didn't want to FaceTime then and there made him think that you were. And side note, so many women would love the chance with a man that knows what he wants, has boundaries, and can communicate clearly. Because of that, the fact that he had all of these qualities of a solid, good man, I don't think it's too crazy to consider throwing aside your insecurities and doing the FaceTime.
That right there is a man who stands on his word. He mentioned that he doesn't play games and stood by it. If anything, this woman blew it. These are the same types of women who are out here crying about not finding a man who communicates clearly about what he wants. Yet, when faced with exactly that kind of man, she couldn't appreciate it. I personally think I, man, can take a page from that man's book, Standing on Business.
New development. I'm done with the dating apps. I realized that it's literally like digging through the trash and finding something that is just sparkly enough, but it's still trash. So
men don't actually understand that if you have these 3 qualities about you, you can lock down any high-value woman you want. You see drop-dead gorgeous smoke show women, sometimes with average-looking men, and then you're probably asking yourself, what does he have that I don't have? And then you probably settle on the idea that, oh, it must be because he's rich. Well, that's not necessarily the case. Maybe it can be in some, but I'm not saying it's always the case. You want to know what the most attractive qualities a man can have is? No, you don't have to be the most attractive guy physically. You don't have to be the biggest guy in the room, and you don't have to be an alpha. Instead, if you want a high-value woman, you need to possess a perfect balance of confidence, peace, and safety. That's what these high-value women are looking for in a man. Number 1, confidence. You're able to get things done, especially when problems arise. Number 2, peace, meaning you're able to create a peaceful environment for her where she never doubts that she's being heard or seen. It's all women want, is to be understood and loved. She knows that her heart is safe with you because you've created a peaceful environment for her. 3, lastly, you're protective over her. Not only does she know that you protect her heart, but you also protect her safety. In situations where her safety is at risk, you step up and protect her. So next time you see an average-looking guy with a gorgeous girl, you can probably assume that it's not because he has money. Instead, it's because he has these 3 qualities that every woman looks for in a man. And this could be you. You could be a high-value man with these 3 qualities and get a high-value woman.
The only quality many modern women care about is money. Nothing else matters. And today, that's not what we have. A high-value woman, on the other hand, has amazing character, femininity, and lives in reality. But today, finding a woman like that is rare. That's why so many men are booking flights to find partners elsewhere. Women in the West often focus on superficial things like status and appearances, while men are looking for women who value genuine connection and respect. For many men, going abroad offers a chance to find the traditional values and authenticity that feel harder to find back home.
Okay, so I just got back from my date that I told you about, and it went really well. It was a great date. It was a really good date. And I'm telling you this mostly because he doesn't have TikTok, but I think we're gonna go on another one. So that's the update. I'll keep you posted.
Looks fade. Like it's hard we evolved as women to not care so much about a man's looks. We cared for how much he could provide and protect for us, and how much of an integrity guy he was, how he can hold the community together. So something is broken. It's off if that's all you can focus on. You have to understand that we did not evolve this way. Okay, I say this with most love, but so you need to go back to the drawing board, to the inner work of like, what is out of alignment in me that I'm not behaving like my genetically evolution history. Like, why would I be behaving against that? Like, what happened? What's the belief system?
Yes, looks fade, but it doesn't happen overnight. If a woman doesn't find you attractive physically and you have money, she's only with you for the money. That woman solely looks at you as the guy to make her life easier. But these women don't stick around long. If there's some financial issue going on, they're already 10 toes out the door. To her, you're just the guy who makes her life easier, not someone she genuinely values or respects. In relationships like this, loyalty is shallow and conditional, tied entirely to material gain.
All I want this summer is a man that has a job, works out, is a foodie, but also likes to have fun.
Lives a balanced lifestyle. So he works out and he does his job and he grinds, but he also likes to go on the weekends. He likes to party. He likes to travel. He would, on a Thursday, stay in and we can order food or make food together and just relax.
Because I've been looking for a man for that for this summer and I can't find them.
Sorry, I just had to speed it up because it was just an ongoing list of insane expectations. Ones no man could ever meet. And oh, in case you're wondering what she's offering in return, well, that's a much shorter list. Let's see, there's never-ending increases in the aforementioned expectations, non-stop drama, narcissism at a level that needs to be seen to be believed, and in a nutshell, a whole bunch of me. Not once did she mention what she's offering in return, and there's a reason for that, because she isn't offering anything in return. His wants, his needs, his expectations, they're irrelevant. It's about her and only her. And she's not alone. This is the epitome of today's modern women and how they think. Don't walk away, gentlemen. Run.
The kind of man she's looking for is like Superman, which doesn't exist. But on a serious note, modern women today are looking for a man to check off every item on their list. They're looking for perfection in a man. We're living in questionable times where delusion is rampant, and many women seem to think they deserve an idealized version of a man who possesses all the attributes they desire: success, looks, emotional intelligence, and more. This obsession with perfection will only lead them to disappointment, as no one can meet every single expectation. Instead of appreciating the unique qualities that each person brings to a relationship, there's a tendency to overlook great potential partners simply because they don't fit an ideal mold. That right there will only lead them to their loneliness.
You can't find a boyfriend because your standards are too high. It's from dating apps and social media and princess movies. So I have unrealistic standards because of the books I read. The boyfriend in the book I'm currently reading is mute. He literally does not speak. Let me just read you an excerpt. I could see every muscle under his t-shirt, and I watched his arms flexed as he washed and dried the dishes we had used, while I pretended to wipe down the already clean counters. You're done. So screwed.
Something I love about dating in 2024 is that, like, you just have to be prepared to never hear from somebody ever again. It doesn't matter, like, at what point in the dating process you are. You just have to be ready to just never hear from them again. A man asked me on a date, made complete plans. We go all the way up to, like, when the date was supposed to happen. Never to be heard from again. Never again. You could be seeing someone for months. I had a friend, she dated a guy for 4 months. He just evaporated. Never to be heard from again. You just gotta stay on your toes. It's what it's like out here.
That's because ghosting is at an all-time high, and it's not just men doing it. Women actually ghost guys more often than men do. This has changed the dating scene, making it feel less personal and more about quick interactions. The rise of online dating has made it even easier to move on without thinking twice. With so many options available, emotional investment has dropped, leaving many feeling disappointed. This ghosting culture makes it harder to form real connections as people become more hesitant to open up and risk getting hurt. It's honestly crazy out there.
If you found out you were pregnant right now, like right this second as you're watching this video, what would your reaction be?
You need help.